Good morning and good afternoon. My name is Jonathan Baker. I am the Director of Collegiate Connection, PFW's Dual Credit program. Today, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be walking you through the application process, what you need to actually apply, the approval process, as well as the parent permission form, which is necessary for us to process your application. Let's get right into it, though. Why take dual credit? There's three big reasons. You save your time and money is number one. You meet the requirements for the academic honors diploma, as well as whatever the future higher tier diploma that Indiana will come out with. It'll meet that, as well as you're going to gain competence and experience in taking collegiate level materials and curriculum and content there at the high school. Okay, so when you leave the high school and you come to university, whether it's with us, we hope to see you. But if it's at Ball State or IU or Purdue West Lafayette, wherever you go, you're going to have a little bit more experience, a little bit more confidence in dealing with that kind of content, that kind of rigor, right? And that's really the biggest thing. And one of the nice things about being a dual credit kid is you still have the supports of your high school instructor, which is there every day with you, as well as access to PFW supports as well. Okay. Backward there. So how does it work? Most of you guys, or a good chunk of you students, have taken dual credit or kind of know the general idea. And it works like this. You attend your class every day, just like you would any your other course. Your instructor is going to make sure that the rigor of the course is at the same level. It's equating to what's here on campus. They're going to work with their faculty liaisons that are here on campus to make sure that it is really on par with what is done here on campus. All right, at the end of the course, your grade's going to get sent to us. We're going to send that over to Purdue West Lafayette, and it's going to go on your official Purdue transcript. If you have, I will give you this little bit of warning, if you continually earn less than C minuses in your course work, not just once, but throughout, and if your GPA dips, that may impact your financial aid opportunities for when you do get to college. Okay, so make sure that you take those dual credit classes seriously as if you were here on campus. Program requirements: juniors and seniors 2.8 GPA, freshmen, sophomores 3.0. Some courses require additional prereqs. What that means is that you need to take course X, Y, or Z before you can take the one that you want. So for example, general physics, you have to complete Algebra 2 with a C or better at the high school, or if you take MA 153 with a grade C minus or better, here either on campus or in your dual credit high school, wherever you are. All right. The application itself takes about 3 to 5 minutes to finish, and I'll get to that just in a second. Once you are finished with the application, you're going to hit submit, and it's going to send immediately a parent email. Your parents that you're going to put in there, it's going to send them an email, and it's going to be the parent permission form. We need two things in order to process your application. Okay, we need your parent permission form and we need your official transcript. Again, I will say this: both are needed for approval. If you do not get that parent permission form by the due date, which at this point is sometime, I want to say it's the beginning of September of 2025, you will get stuck in limbo and we won't be able to process your application and you won't be able to take dual credit, okay, for next fall. So keep that in mind, keep that aware. Let your parents know when you get done with the application that they're going to get an email that they need to complete that parent permission form as soon as humanly possible. Okay. For those students that actually know that their parents do not have access to email, that's okay. Or they struggle with getting their emails because of filters or whatever, there is a paper copy that can be printed off, signed, and then sent in through your guidance counselor, and we can get it that way as well. And I'll talk about that a little bit more later on. When you fill out your application, you must give an up-to-date parental email for this parent permission form to work. Okay, and I'll show you where that is in just a second. Your parents are going to get an email. It's going to look a lot like this. Thank you for your interest in applying, blah, 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 blah. Click on the parent permission form in order to fill it out. It's already going to be pre-filled out for your parent. They just have to type their name and hit submit, and off they go. Okay. And if you have any questions about that, please feel free to give us a call, shoot us an email, whatever, and we can help through that process. But like I said, if you don't have a parent email address, but you know they do have one, talk to your guidance counselor, talk to your instructor, your teacher. They should be able to get access to that and be able to help you out. Okay. Admissions email. Once you fill out the application, once we have your parent permission form, and once we get your transcript, we'll go ahead and we'll process your application. You're going to get an email eventually that'll say, Dear Larry, Dear Quinn, Dear Stephen, whatever your name is. It'll say an update has been made to your application status page. Please click on the link below, and it'll take you right there. That is your acceptance letter from Collegiate Connection, from us. It's also going to have your 900 number that you'll need to pay your bill, to access resources, and so on and so forth. So write down that 900 number someplace so you will remember it, and then make sure you keep it safe. So let's go ahead and head back to the application itself. Oops, here we go. Now, if you have this PDF, this link will be available on the website. It'll also be available to counselors. It'll also be available to instructors. And this will have a live link. If you get really bored and you decide that this is too much work for you, you can always type in the Google box, Collegiate Connection. And actually, I think I already have it pulled up. Nope, I do not. Nope, right there. If you go to Collegiate Connection, the main page, up top left-hand corner, it's going to say Application. You scroll down, it'll say Get Started. Click on that, and it'll open up the application for spring 2025. Or it also might say fall of 2025. It just depends on when you're logging in. So are you currently a high school student? Yes. And then it's pretty much simple from there. First name, last name, birthday, email address, home phone number, email address, your email address. Do not use your school email. Use your personal email address, okay? The reason why is because if it goes to your school email, it might get stuck in a filter and you won't actually get emails that are supposed to go to you. Or another case is some students, when they use their school email, they may change schools, and if that's the case, or they graduate from high school, whatever, then we don't have an accurate email address to contact you. All right, so make sure you use that. Foreign exchange students, don't worry, you can also take dual credit. You can just list your country of primary citizenship wherever you're from. Don't worry, you'll not get charged the international rates. You'll be okay. You'll get billed just like any other dual credit student, which is the reduced discount rate. Okay, so don't worry about that. High school name, expected graduation date. After you graduate, this is an optional question. You don't have to fill it out if you don't want to, but you can. If you do, what will happen is admissions will know that this is what you're interested in. And if you're thinking about coming to PFW, great. It'll send you some information about programs and departments and so on and so forth. This is the information for your parent legal guardian. Choose one of the following: first name, last name, their email address. Please make sure that it's accurate. If you don't know it, ask a teacher. If you don't know it, ask your guidance counselor. And if you know that your parents do not have one, okay, then they will need to make sure that we'll get you a paper copy so you can get that filled out, get it sent back to us by the due date, which, like I said, is the first week in September. The last part is the background questions. Please take these seriously. The reason being is we had a kid last year decided to make a joke, and he said, "Have you ever been expelled by an educational institution?" He joked, said yes, made a funny little comment, and then hit submit. What happened was if you say yes, that's okay. You're not necessarily going to be denied, but it goes to the Office of Student Conduct and Care, which will reach out to you and have you explain what happened or the reason why, and so on and so forth. And then they'll make the decision, and then we'll go forward and carry out the decision, whatever they decide. Okay. If you don't respond to them, or if you're just joking around and messing around, then it could get stuck in limbo, or you could get denied because you didn't do this process. Okay. So make sure that you do it right. You do it out with fidelity. You fill it out with fidelity. If you've ever been expelled, yes, just explain why. If you've ever been convicted of a misdemeanor or felony, yes, please explain why. Just because you say yes to either one of these doesn't mean that you're going to be denied automatically. It just means we need more information before we make a decision. Okay? Type your name, hit submit, and like I said, off it goes to our program, which will then send the email out to your parents for them to fill out. If you have any questions, this is the application. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to my office at any point or ask your guidance counselor or teacher as well. Thank you.